Jordan-Hare Stadium, one of the most intimidating and passionate environments in all of college football. More than 87,000 will be watching that eagle fly overhead and getting set to back their beloved Auburn Tigers. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC rival, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tigers offense takes the field to start this game off. As important and as intense as this rivalry is, guys, it's usually one of the cleanest games of the season.
The thing about this game every single year is for so many years, it has national championship implications. Two great teams going at it in the same state. One thinks they're so superior. One gets looked at like down through the bottom of their nose. Like, this is a rivalry that means so much to all people in Alabama.
On the national landscape and also in the Heisman Trophy discussion, think about the legends that were almost created because of their performance in this game. Cam Newton at Auburn, Derrick Henry, Mark Ingram at Alabama, Devontae Smith. This game just simply means more.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Hamilton. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So Alabama's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. When you have a weapon like this on the outside and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's Mack. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. What a disappointment. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. You're trying to break this scoreless tie. Instead, you knock it off the post.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Riley. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
putting up a three-spot in the kickoff unit, set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, and the receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. They did just that.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid, who is so important to this team.
Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. And he intercepts it. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
The give is to Miller. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Mack. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip.
Neutrals on defense.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to move it through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Tigers are on the move. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a gap. It's Cobb. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This offense has a 2nd down play. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And they've converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Trying to get to him. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here comes that Alabama offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bernard. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, that's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up, and this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Dropping back, it's Mack. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
the defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the option. Now the toss. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Feeling some heat. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
To the air, it's Mack. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They've got the screen set up. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The give on the inside. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. They're trying to get to it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And add another one to the tally. This guy leads the nation in sacks. The nation. He's the best pass rusher. Getting to quarterbacks, making life really, really hard. That's 2 on the day. Let's see how many he gets today.
Auburn sends out the punting unit.
On to punt it away.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Getting some heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Coming after it. He's going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team.
On to kick it away.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David. Now trying to put something together. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Bama! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On second down, just keeps firing. And the ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Excellent field position here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. A first down for the offense. To throw, it's Mack. Good timing on the quick out. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, from Tuscaloosa to the Plains, there are some ornery folks and some emotional fan bases enjoying a soda pop and a lot of trash talk in this battle between the Tide and War Eagle. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Alabama and Auburn plays out.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with anchors.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Wants to throw. It's Mack. He's got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. They'll give it to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Lewis. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision?
And most importantly, they got the first. They've been getting pushed around up front this game and haven't created a lot of lanes to run the football, but you needed it. You needed that first down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clock.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's Mack. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It is good. And that lead grows even bigger.
That makes the score Alabama 24, Auburn 3.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left side. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. The give to the lone running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak, it looked like it was ugly, but now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Homer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line, and the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the tailback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now on the option. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the step-off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. They're bringing heat. Gets it out quickly.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting it forth.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, going up top. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Fair catch called for, but a flag is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. To the air, it's Mack. Finds space on the right. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Pocket starts to collapse. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. The give to the back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Oh, he left him grabbing. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He's piled up 65 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season.
Man, so many guys in position, play after play to get this guy on the ground, but Palmer, he just refuses to go down and makes big plays.
And when you make plays like that, David, you're basically guaranteeing yourself more touches as this game goes on because the play caller now knows no matter what, you're going to make dudes miss and make me look good.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll try to get it in with the run. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. It's complete. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it's knocked away downfield, the DB getting a hand in there. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Back to throw, it's Mack. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Prentice. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. On the option. Quick toss. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And that last run leaves them with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? Fires it incomplete. Auburn sends out the punting unit.
Number 14, on to kick it away.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give as they work on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Trying play action. Catch in the middle. It's Law. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. Looking to pass. It's Mack. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Dialing up a second down pass play. The quick out. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He's going to pass. That's reeled in. It's Cobb. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.